People tryna say I'm only enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Man, what it meant to me. Everybody tryna take the identity. Everybody around me turn to a friend of me. Sit back while I take on a remedy. I cannot let it get into me. This playing a toll on me meant to me.
Meeting your season goal gives high rewards, but does come with...
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire.
Before this week's game, make sure to install your game plan.
Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that my mommy. I will never give my heart to it. If I could just make a dance that goes with this song, then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. Shake that, you gotta, baby, shake that, shake that.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the 2017 NFL season between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State.
For a fourth-round selection, Dak Prescott looked as comfortable as a rookie quarterback could look right from game one. And by the end of the year, accumulated a lot of statistics, but the biggest one, 13 wins, which tied him with Ben Roethlisberger for the most as a rookie starting quarterback.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey.
They go to Elliott again, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The offensive starters now for the Cowboys.
When I reflect back on the 2016 season for Dez Bryant, I don't think that it was so much of a down year as it was a year a little bit lost due to injuries. He could never get going and get into a groove. Felt to me like every time things started to come together, another injury would pop up and limit his effectiveness. He's still one of the better deep ball receivers in the NFL.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, You're really almost discrediting their work.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback, Eli Manning, in season number 14 now.
Eli getting the start here in week 1, and that means his consecutive start streak is now up to 200. His brother got to 208, so...
And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And the offensive starters for the New York Giants.
Brandon Marshall's always been productive in the NFL. Doesn't matter what team he has played for. But now that he's moving from the Jets to the Giants, and he had a little bit of a down year in 2016 with the Jets, count on that competitive fire to really come to the front. They'll pair him with Odell Beckham Jr., give him 2 large receivers on the outside who can flat out run and create home run throws.
To throw, it's Manning. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The 4th-year man from LSU, Brad Wing, to punt it away. And from their own end zone, in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the defense has got it. Oh, a nightmare start offensively. This will be a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
On 1st down, Manning. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Brandon, this is an example of good defense here. He's got nobody open down the field, so he does the right thing and tries to check it down to his running back out of the backfield. But a lot of times, you just expect the safety valve to be open. And here, that's not the case, and it turns into an interception.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And the defense for New York.
Janoris Jenkins was always thought of as a 1st-round talent coming out of college. And while he went in the 2nd round, he got better and better in his years with the Rams because of his ability to track the football. In fact, when he got his hands on the ball, it often went the other way for touchdowns. And in his 1st year in 2016 with the Giants, he continued to ascend at the cornerback position, locked down some of the better receivers in the league, and his confidence grew with each and every game.
The throw is Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jason Witten, 38 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Bailey now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on first down is Manning. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Elliott last year so darn good, over 1,600 yards, most in the NFL. Actually, there were 10 teams that didn't rush for as many yards as he did. That's how good he was.
And just think, there is a place for him to get better. And I think it's in pass receiving. Not necessarily the hands, but just throwing it to him more, getting him into open space. He can make even more big plays doing that.
And some space here. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Not surprising to see Collins in on the tackle. He had 125 of them last year, most by a safety in Giants history.
He plays like a linebacker in the run game. His biggest improvement last year, his ability to defend the pass.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good, and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Hey, here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, Perkins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there.
And look at this, another fake. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.